Could you please introduce yourself briefly?
My name is Joost Koers. I'm 32 years old and I'm from the Netherlands. I live in Austria yet since 6 years and I'm studying at FH Kufstein, a degree sport, culture and event management. I'm actually my occupation, I'm a butcher. So yeah, but last 5 years I worked in tourism, and since last year now I'm studying at the FH Kufstein.
So how did you come to study at the FH Kufstein Tirol then?
Well, it was I had always the desire to study something, but I wasn't sure what. And then as I was working in tourism, I got a bit bored and I started researching about studies in Austria. And then I came via Google. I saw this study on the FH Kufstein with sport culture and event management. And then I thought, okay, that's also a possibility to study part-time, so at weekends. And then I thought, wow, it sounds pretty awesome. And yeah, applied and very privileged that I got the position to.
How did you come to Austria in the first place?
I was living before I started my study already in. I was in Salzburg in a little village in the Alps. Yep. Working as a ski instructor, like every Dutch in Austria. Classic. Well, there's one big reason is mountains. Where I come from, we don't have any. And the first plan was to spend one winter in the Alps, also in winter in snow. And yeah, now they turn into 6 years already.
Are there any big differences between the Netherlands and Austria?
Yeah, I found that Austria, they are quite traditional. And there is still, I think there's more respect, no common sense kind of thing. Than back home. Sometimes I feel like the Dutchies are a bit, they just care about themselves. Whereas in Austria, I've got the feeling that, there is more respect.
Okay.
In the community. And it's in the Netherlands, it's very people want to have they want to have a bigger car than their neighbor, and there's this performance pressure, whereas I've got the feeling that's less here in Austria.
What do you think was the biggest change for you when you was coming to Austria?
What's the biggest change? Well, obviously language. No, it's not a big difference. It's not a big difference. It's a bit more laid back, I would say. They're a bit more relaxed. Yeah. But apart from that, we're both have a very they're Holland and Austria are doing both very well, and there isn't a big difference, I would say.
Do you feel well integrated in Austria already?
I do. Yep. I think it's also, it depends on how you present yourself. If I can describe myself, I would say I'm a very open person, and I'm always very interested in new challenges or new, to get to know new people. And I think that's an important part of it. You can sit in a corner and cry, or say, okay, I will go out there and get to know new people.
What do you think was helping you to be good integrated?
Well, again, obviously language. You need to speak the language. yeah, just invest in yourself and show your interest, adapt to the local traditions and local culture and that sort of stuff. Yeah, it's yeah. I don't feel it was a big struggle for me to get.
Okay.
No, I found it pretty easily, but as I said, I think I'm a very open person, and yeah, I was before living in Australia 2 years, and I
Okay.
didn't had any troubles there either. So
Okay. Good.
I think it depends on the person as well. I think
Yes.
personality is key.
Is there anything that you really like about Austria?
Yeah, well, I'm sport addicted, so I really like landscape here. I really like the variety. I would never move to Vienna or anything like that because there it's flat. I just want to live in the Alps.
Okay.
Yeah, that's yeah, that's the main thing why I'm in Austria.
Is there something that you really dislike about Austria?
Really, no, not typically about the country. Sometimes I have to say Dutch people are very honest and direct, whereas sometimes I miss that. I just with people they kind of they're not lying, but they're not direct kind of thing. And sometimes it's hard to know with some people what they mean because sometimes you just notice that they are getting uncomfortable with stuff, but they don't trust themselves just to say no because this and this and that. Yeah, just to be honest. I would
Okay.
say, yeah, and I'm not sure if that's a culture thing. Yeah, suppose it is, but yeah. But on the other side, it's is that a dislike of Austria? It's hard to say.
Were there any hurdles that you had to overcome that you could study at the FH Kufstein?
Nah, well, I needed to get through the. Once I applied, you need to go through the test to prove your intelligence or how you call it. Yeah, but that's for everybody the same. So I would say no, that wasn't a big deal. No, it was all right. Yep.
Have you had already some negative experience in Austria because of your roots?
Well, not at all. They're always making jokes, the Dutch with their caravans but no big negative experiences, not at all.
Do you think it's more difficult to study at the FH Kufstein Tirol as a student with foreign roots than for students without foreign roots?
Definitely.
You think so?
Yeah, well, but that's
Why?
only because of the language.
Okay, so you think mainly because of the language, but
Yeah.
okay.
But that's the only reason. Apart from that, I would say no. It's not extra difficult or challenging, or it's just the same. But obviously, there is a sort of language barrier because I'm not a native German speaker.
Yes, okay. Do you have any advice for students with foreign roots?
Yeah, my opinion, it's always, I don't know, it's just try to get to know the local people kind of thing. Yeah, make sure you get integrated and try to make friends, and they can only help be an advantage having local friends. because I think myself, so with my study colleagues, I can always ask them. Always.
Okay.
They always help me. But if I would be a very closed person and won't talk much, they would say at a certain point, just leave it. But I think, yeah, it's a bit of both. So yeah, just be open, be nice to everybody, and yeah,